Dragon Age Inquisition was rated M for mature by the ESRB and contains blood, intense violence, nudity, sexual content, and strong language. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello everyone, my name is Amaronith. I play games for the internet, and today we're playing Dragon Age Inquisition Trespasser. Last time we got the keystone and the password to lead us to the Darvarad, and thus begins the point of no return.
The Darvarad. All right, everyone, get ready.
Let's go.
The graveyard.
Where did the Qunari get all these? How long have they been studying Illuvians? The sooner we stop this invasion plan, the better.
I'm not sure why my game keeps freaking out. This is the second time I've had to start this episode. Last time, the game crashed about a half hour into the recording. Anyway. Nah. I'm going to be reading everything I find, and I'm going to be reading it out loud. Because I don't know if we're going to get to another Codex Entry episode. And I don't know if an episode's going to stop at a point where I can just go in and read everything.
I can do this all day!
Illuvian studies. The writing on these pages is completely incomprehensible, even to a native speaker of Kunlat. The handwriting resembles the scratches of an inebriated chicken, but the drawings are meticulous, and excruciatingly careful study of several Illuvians, along with exploded diagrams of their inner workings. May I please? Thank you. God. Okay. So what I'm probably going to start doing is saving.
Kadan, you all right?
We should hurry. Here they come!
So, about this war. You know things didn't end well for Kirkwall the last time the Qunari got angry. I really hope we settle this fast. I've seen all the burning cities I ever want to see.
I know, Merrick, I'm sorry.
Watch the patrol. You want to take them out one at a time, fast, or we'll have a mess on our hands.
Okay. Actually... This actually went much worse than last time. the gatehouse key. Okay. But we're gonna ignore it. Wait. Where's my thing? Where? Oh, it's gone forever. Okay, hang on. I could just go back and get another one, but it... Right. Anyway.
Red lyrium. Do the Canary have any idea what they're dealing with?
No. They might think they do, but they don't.
So.
Is that an astrarium? How did the Canary move it here?
A word of advice, stay away from the glowing pyramid.
Anyway. So... There's... Okay, actually... Let's start from the top, and then work our way back down, shall we? This is the last puzzle needed for the lateral thinker. The lateral thinker achievement, which I got already in the lost recording. One sees the hunter, one flees from it, one hunts it in turn, one outwits them all. Now, what that is there are four, there are, or at least a few. Oh, this last one we need. Scrap of writing from a Ben Hasrath agent. Excavated mural believed to be a self-portrait by Fen'Harel. Looks familiar, doesn't it? But, right. There are... Yes. We know, I'm sorry. So, the order you light them in is Owl, Hala, Dragon. And then Fen'Harel. And that would give you the lateral thinker achievement. Ow. Sorry, I'm like dealing with muscle pain. Okay. This is a long one. Sarath. This letter was clearly written a few lines at a time over the course of multiple days, as the ink at the start has already faded slightly. Elf, who is Tellus, it is no longer my role to instruct others in the Qun, but I will share what I can with you if it brings you peace. You are not alone in your struggles to achieve mastery of yourself and your purpose. Many Viddasala come to the Qun filled with fear and anger. These feelings build walls brick by brick within the self. They prevent you from seeing the others around you, from seeing the world as it is, and they convince you that you are alone and in darkness, that you must fend for yourselves. The walls are real, but the darkness and the solitude, the world that they create within the self, that is all illusion. You must work to tear down the walls if you wish to see the truth. And the truth is this: no one is alone. It was the wisdom revealed to Kuzlan in the desert long ago. What looks like solitude is connectedness. What looks like darkness is only the space between the stars. I really like that line. This portion of the letter is slightly newer, and the handwriting, which was exceptionally tidy at first, has become somewhat looser, as if written in a hurry. And it is not just Viddasala who struggle with these illusions. The world changes the self, and we must balance mastery upon its turning tides. Once I was an Ashkari, and I spent my days examining the philosophy of the Qun, and trying to seek the enlightenment that Kuzlan found, but my dreams of demons took me down a new path. Here the writing is filled with crossed-out passages, and the script becomes shaky. Some of the ink is still wet. And now, with the song Liquid crossed out, and now I study the dam which holds back magic at its source. We will, crossed out, it is our purpose to, crossed out, things change, little Tellus. The world changes. Find purpose in people around you, and your role will be clear. Remember when, crossed out, it will be hard to find wisdom in the noise. The noise is an illusion, like the darkness, but the walls are real. Remember that. Tear down the walls first, and you will see the truth. Sarath. I really like that line. The darkness is just the space between the stars. Anyway. Open. Read. Logs of a Devrad gatekeeper. The entries in this book are written in several different hands, and occasionally even different languages. From the few entries in the common tongue, it appears to be a log filled in by the various guards who have watched the gates of the Devrad. Morning. Artifacts brought in by Hisrakith. Original location not on manifest. Asked Iskari. Was told they're from the ruins. Please remind agents that all relics must be properly catalogued, or the Tarbus will never stop complaining about it. Afternoon. 3 kiths deployed, including Iskari of Hisrakith. Told her to write down locations in her manifest this time. Evening. Hisrakith reported back. Iskari handed me manifest that just said, outside Davrad. Asking my stand for a knife. In the eternal mood. So
That's it. Get them all like that and
Wait.
in.
No. Come on. Oh, come on. No. And... got it.
Let's go.
Okay. Whew. Davrad Barracks. Storage room key. This is...
To battle!
written instructions for new workers. While some of this letter is written in Kunlat, most of it is in the common tongue. The letter is blocky and simple, but tidy. The Dragon's Breath must continue regardless of concerns at the Winter Palace. Many are new to the Qun and have not yet learned to trust. Your worry is understandable. The rest of the world has betrayed you. All who have been to the Davarad know the difficulty of maintaining this specimen for extraction for as long as we have. If we delayed Dragon's Breath, we would have to dispose of the specimen. Creating Gatlock is normally a slow process requiring much mining and careful alchemy. Venom extraction offers the only means to deliver the Dragon's Breath quickly and in large quantities. To delay Dragon's Breath is to lose any chance of bringing peace to the South without needless suffering. The Qun demands we save the workers of the South from a bloody war and deliver them into our teaching before corruption further overtakes the land. Others have voiced concern over the specimen. The Qun does not demand cruelty to any living being, but all creatures have a place and a duty under the Qun. The specimen serves as it must. When Dragon's Breath is complete, it will be extinguished quickly and painlessly, as when we slaughter animals for food. Allow your superiors to deal with the Agents of Fen'Harel, and remember your role in service to the Qun. Okay. Okay, storage room key. Journal notes found in barracks. There are several entries in this journal, some in Kunlat and some in Common, as if the writer was practicing their language skills. The last page reads, "Sent to the palace again. Moving things along. Bash Shems never notice who comes or goes. When the Dragon's Breath comes, they won't know what hit them." Okay. Amulet of Physical Immunity. Okay. You know what this place looks like? In the very beginning. If you go through the, if you go through the mines, I mean the very beginning, like, when they first have you arrested.
Hang in there. Someone back at the palace has to be able to help.
Dragon Breath Plan. This document appears to be written entirely in Kunlat, but contains a number of complicated diagrams, including detailed blueprints of Halam Shiral and a number of other palaces and fortresses. Dorian asked, what are they planning on doing with all of this? I think.
Morrigan said the key to an Illuvian could be anything, including knowledge or power. So they're stockpiling both. That's how they got the keystone and opened so many of the Illuvians we've seen.
Hopefully they don't have any more ancient magic crap to throw at us. That dragon skull would make a wicked armchair, though. Maybe we could take it back to Skyhold after this.
I wish this game would stop, like, glitching. Letters and replies. A letter with an Inquisition seal sits half buried in a pile of memos. To the Honorable Salasari, Triumvirate of the Qun, on behalf of the Inquisition, I must humbly inquire as to the hostile actions of your agents in Halam Shiral. We can only view the attacks by Ben Hasrath agents upon our officers and the infiltration and sabotage of the Exalted Council at Halam Shiral as the prelude to a declaration of war. If the Qunari people do not wish to provoke retaliation from the Chantry, these hostilities must cease at once. Respectfully, Ambassador Josephine Montillier. Several incomprehensible messages in Kunlat follow. A letter in common with elegant script has been torn open and crumpled into a ball, but the writing is still legible. To Ambassador Josephine Montillier of the Inquisition, the triumvirate of the Qunari people wishes to assure you that despite the loss of the dreadnought Barathlock, and its crew of 100 souls in a failed joint mission with the Inquisition 2 years past, military action has not been approved against the Inquisition. No one in Parvullen has authorized actions of any kind involving the Exalted Council, nor will they. We are seeking out the Ben Hasrath priest who appears to be leading this operation without our consent. Once she is located, we assure you that these hostile actions will cease. So, Viddasala she's doing this all on her own, without permission. Which is not reassuring. Why is it that every time a Qunari leader wants to save the South, they're doing it without permission? Oh shit, I should have... A dragon. Of course they have a dragon.
Dragon's breath is an actual dragon?
Tetha! Bars!
Inquisition! Nira Atasi Asara! Mirabas Adim Kata! Hisrat, now! Please! Vinekatas!
Not a chance, ma'am.
So, fun fact, which is not very fun at all, if you don't save the Chargers, or you don't even do demands of the Qun, even if you romanced Iron Bull, he betrays you here, and you have to fight him.
The Iron Bull is just fine. When this is over, drinks are on me. Probably a lot of them. You ready to finish this, Katan?
If you're here.
As long as you're at my side.
Always.
Can we... Where is Dorian? Okay. Orders posted in the factory. Portions of this are indecipherable kunlat with what might be formulas in an unfamiliar number system. One section has been translated for Viddasala workers in the factory, then circled, repeatedly underlined, with arrows drawn around it by someone who is clearly very insistent that it be read. 4 primers combine no more than 1 part Atashi venom with an equal amount of deathroot oxen and 3 parts powdered silverite. Adding more venom will dissolve the casing on the primers here in the factory and fill the room with deadly gas. Whoever keeps getting the formula wrong needs to see me immediately. We have a great many primers to make on a tight schedule and cannot afford any more delays due to mistakes. No. Okay. No. Come on. No. We're leaving. We are leaving. No. Okay, fine. Fine. We're screwed, but fine. Animal Handler's Logbook. First half of this logbook appears to be notes on the care and feeding of animals in a Free Marcher Lord's manner. After that, it shifts into practice phrases in Kunlat later. It begins with the following: Beast presents chafing around limbs and tail, likely from attempts to use chains. While its natural strength remains, muscles are slack from confinement. Tardathras said she initially tried drugging the beast, but the amount required to keep it stated changed the quality of its venom so that it was no longer useful in producing Gatlok. She says fire has kept it under control, while the heated panels keep it in a state of comfortable drowsiness. Tardathras is not as good as deception as she thinks she is. She does not like what we are doing to the beast. She calls it Atashi, which means something like great thing, and she repeats sayings from the Kyun to herself when she extracts the venom. I do not disagree with her. I saw enough harm done to innocent beasts at my lord's sneering commands. The beast, the Atashi, deserves better than the pry bars and needles we use upon it each time we drain its venom gland. Tardathras says I may be needed at the Winter Palace. It is likely that some view elves with suspicion, thanks to these attacks by the Agent of Fen'Harel. But a human woman may still pass unnoticed among the servants. She says I may be asked to deliver more Gatlock in different containers. She says that it could be dangerous, and that if I do not return, most will assume I am dead. As I said, Tardathras is not as good as deception as she thinks she is. But she is right. I did not join the Kyun for this. Okay. Kill the dragon or free it. Okay.
So, boss, we're gonna fight the dragon or what?
This dragon's in bad shape. It's like kicking a wounded puppy, the giant fire-breathing kind.
Okay. I am actually going to free the dragon, because there's no point in killing her. She does not give stuff. Okay. Left wheel 10, middle wheel 5, right wheel 9. Wait. This is right. This is left. Left 10.
We will not let you cut down the Atashi.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, come on. 1,
Kishara!
2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There's a bunch of crap stopping it from moving, boss.
Seven, 9.
Revas Adim Kata!
Did it not work? I don't think it worked. I think I got the numbers wrong. It is 10, 5, 9. But come on.
Barriers are set. Now we just need to open the gate.
Okay. Okay.
Washi Itwa! Herasal!
Go, 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 go. Go. Nope. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Assholes, just heal yourselves.
You've got it. It's opening.
Oh, God. No, 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 no. Okay. Yeah, hang on. Let me...
That's it. There goes our dragon.
Okay.
Kishara! Dear Inquisitor, you have such little time left. You must finally see the truth. Elven magic already tore the Sky apart. If the Agents of Fen'Harel are not stopped, you will shatter the world as well.
We're not working with them. And all of that. Just...
The Inquisition has nothing to do with these agents.
Come, Inquisitor. I am the eyes and ears of the Qunari people. Do you think you can deceive me? You would have died
You're
from
an
the mark on
idiot.
your hand, but for the help of one of their chief agents. The same agent who helped seal the breach, who led you to Skyhold, who gave Corypheus the orb, then founded the Inquisition. Soulless, Agent of Fen'Harel.
Damn it, Chuckles.
Oh, shit!
What have you done?
This makes No, all of this, but Solus betrayed us?
Solus is an agent of Fen'Harel.
Did you not know? We thought you were his ally. Solus tricked us all. He pushed a dying Qunari into the Winter Palace to lure you into opposing us. Without him, we could have brought the South peace and wisdom along the gentle path. Now we must take the way of blades.
The gentle path of explosions?
Anahayden, Inquisitor. If it is any consolation, Solus will not outlive you.
Don't like that. I'm killing him myself.
Viddasala's not killing Solus. I'm killing Solus. Come on.
Please let me save my game. Please, please let me save my game. Don't crash. Don't crash.
Come on, the Viddasala could be too far ahead.
Emergency save! Ooh. Overgrown path. Okay. Let's... hang on. Come on. Dorian. Okay. This sucks. But it makes sense now that
There, up ahead.
if you remember what Solus's tarot card changed to after
Everyone back!
Anchor Meltdown. The anchor now builds up power even faster. Using it is difficult, but discharges all accumulate focus. If the focus reaches full power, the anchor discharges uncontrollably, damaging you and your allies as well as nearby enemies. Fuck.
Gotta stop this before it kills you. Assuming we find him, maybe Chuckles can help. Chuckles, who apparently works for Fen'Harel. It's always the quiet ones.
Yeah. Come on. Fucking. I'm so mad at him. But, of course, he works for Fen'Harel and, like... he just... It explains his tarot card, is what I was saying.
That
I
must be
mean-
where Solus is.
Okay. Really? Golly. Okay.
There's the big Sarabas who's always with the Viddasala.
Sarah
here. What is... Okay, yeah, come on. Ow. This sucks. Hello. You know, Gatlock seems to be only as powerful or as weak as the plot calls for. love you both. Forever. Hey. Have some friends.
Hold on, boss!
Who, I guess from that letter, was a priest, and then, or was, I guess, the best way to describe it would be he was going through seminary, but then his magic woke up? Ah, fuck, I wasn't paying attention.
It seems the Revas is no longer following orders.
You will not leave here, Inquisitor. Antam, Ibrashok Adi!
Really? Okay. You ready? Okay. That was my fault. Okay. But, you know what? Better safe than sorry. Really?
Revas Katara!
You are dead, Inquisitor! Your soul is dust!
Yeah, huh? Oh, hey, you. Sorry that I'm being so quiet, but like, I have a lot to try to focus on. Wasted my keys. Last bees. Oh, not the last bees. I have more bees? No, come on. Back. I didn't think to look at it.
Wonderful! Use your mark!
How? Oh. Okay. There was something? No. Okay. What?
Ebesit kata, etwa ost.
Maraskata!
Your forces have failed. Leave now and tell the Qunari to trouble me no further.
Solus.
That should give us more time. I suspect you have questions.
No, really? You work for Fen'Harel?
The Qunari believe you're an agent for someone who has taken the name Fen'Harel.
The Qunari reject myth and legend. If you told them of your meeting with Mythal, they would attribute it to a demon. I am no one's agent but my own. I fear that the truth is much simpler and much worse than the Qunari believe.
You're Fen'Harel.
I was Solus first. Fen'Harel came later. An insult I took as a badge of pride. The Dread Wolf inspired hope in my friends, and fear in my enemies. Not unlike Inquisitor, I suppose. You also know the burden of a title that all but replaces your name.
You're like Mythal, then.
Are you a fragment of what Fen'Harel once was? Like Mythal?
No. This is all I have ever been.
And the legends?
I sought to set my people free from slavery to would-be gods. I broke the chains of all who wished to join me. The false gods called me Fen'Harel, and when they finally went too far, I formed the Veil and banished them forever.
Mm-hmm.
Thus I freed the Elven people, and in so doing, destroyed their world.
Okay. Okay. How did they become gods? Well, first of all, the elven gods aren't dead.
You banished the false gods? You didn't kill them?
You
Why
met
would you call them
Mythal, did you not?
false?
The first of my people do not die so easily.
Oh, yeah?
The Evan-Uris are banished forever, paying the ultimate price for their misdeeds.
Mm-hmm. How did they become gods in the first place?
The Evan-Uris were elven mages? How did they come to be remembered as gods?
Slowly. It started with a war. War breeds fear. Fear breeds a desire for simplicity. Good and evil, right and wrong, chains of command. After the war ended, generals became respected elders, then kings, finally gods. The Evan-Uris.
How did they go too far?
You said that the elven gods went too far. What did they do that made you move against them?
They killed Mythal. Crime for which an eternity of torment is the only fitting punishment.
I thought Mythal was one of the Evan-Uris.
She was the best of them. She cared for her people. She protected them. She was a voice of reason. And in their lust for power, they killed her.
The Veil destroyed the world? Okay, first of all, why did you form the Veil?
You love the Fade. Why would you create the Veil to hide it all away?
Because every alternative was worse.
Meaning?
Had I not created the Veil, the Evan-Uris would have destroyed the entire world.
So the Veil destroyed the world.
How did creating the Veil destroy the world?
You saw the remains of Viddasala. The library was intrinsically tied to the Fade, and the Veil destroyed it. There were countless other marvels, all dependent on the presence of the Fade, all destroyed. Your legends are half right. We were immortal. It was not the arrival of humans that caused us to begin aging. It was me. The Veil took everything from the elves, even themselves.
What happens next?
That's the past. What about the future?
I lay in dark and dreaming sleep while countless wars and ages passed. I woke still weak a year before I joined you.
Mm-hmm.
My people fell for what I did to strike the Evanurus down. But still, some hope remains for restoration. I will save the Elven people, even if it means this world must die.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. You gotta be fucking kidding me. This schmuck really thinks he's gonna... I hate this man. So much. So fucking much. Can't see past the nose gun in goddamn face. Fucking egg. Me? I want to curb stomp him. But Revas? Revas? Oh, Revas, how do you feel? Mm-mm. Why is that necessary?
Why does this world have to die for the elves to return?
A good question, but not one I will answer.
Fuck you!
You have always shown a thoughtfulness I respected. It would be too easy to tell you too much. I am not Corypheus.
Oh?
I take no joy in this.
Uh-huh.
But the return of my people means the end of yours.
Go to
This
hell.
is my fight. You should be more concerned about the Inquisition. Your Inquisition.
The one you fucked up? The one you fucked
Stopping
over?
the Dragon's Breath, you have
Really?
prevented an invasion by Qunari forces.
Uh-huh. They still
With
don't trust
luck,
us.
They will return their focus to Tevinter. That should give you a few years of relative peace.
Go to hell. Sorry. Is it really my Inquisition?
The Qunari said the Inquisition was unknowingly working for Agents of Fen'Harel.
I gave no orders.
You led us to Skyhold.
Corypheus should have died unlocking my orb. When he survived, my plans were thrown into chaos. When you survived, I saw the Inquisition as the best hope this world had of stopping him. And you needed a home. Hence, Skyhold.
You gave him your orb?
You gave your orb to Corypheus?
Why does that
Not
sound so
directly.
dirty?
My agents allowed the Venatori to locate it. The orb had built up magical energy while I lay unconscious for millennia. I was not powerful enough to open it. The plan was for Corypheus to unlock it, and for the resulting explosion to kill him. Then I would claim the orb. I did not foresee a Tevinter Magister having learned the secret of effective immortality.
Because he's a darkspawn! Oh my fucking god. What was meant to happen? What did you hope would happen in this fucking scenario in your goddamn egg fucking head?
What would have happened if Corypheus had died and you'd recovered the orb?
I would have entered the Fade using the mark you now bear. Then I would have torn down the veil.
And destroyed the
As
world.
this world burned in the raw chaos, I would have restored the world of my time. The world of the elves.
But then the evil gods would return.
If you destroyed the veil, wouldn't the false gods be freed?
I had plans.
Really? Really? That's monstrous.
You'd murder countless people.
Wouldn't you to save your own? You must understand. I awoke in a world where the veil had blocked most people's conscious connection to the Fade. It was
Because
like
of
walking
you!
through a world of tranquil.
We aren't even people to you.
Not at first. You showed me that I was wrong.
You're still wrong!
That does not make what must come next any easier.
You are a fucking idiot. No, I'm still pissed. So we were pawns. Okay, cool.
You never cared about us. We were the means to an end.
You were people, and you deserved better. Like all the rest I've used in one hopeless battle after
I
another.
hate you so fucking much. Why should I be concerned?
What's wrong with the Inquisition?
You created a powerful organization, and now it suffers the inevitable fate of such.
Because
Betrayal and
of
corruption.
you
It's
fucking
not that
egg.
simple.
Do you know how I discovered the Qunari plot? The plot I disrupted by leading them to your doorstep. The Qunari spies in the Inquisition tripped over my spies in the Inquisition. The avant-garde who led you to the Qunari body? Who intercepted the servant with the Gatlock barrel? Mine.
Why did you help?
Why bother disrupting the Qunari plot if you're going to destroy the world regardless?
You have shown me that there is value in this world, Inquisitor.
Then why
I
are
take no
you?
joy in what I must do.
Fuck you!
Until that day comes, I would see those recovering from the breach free of the Qun.
Why?
Because I am not a monster.
Really?
If they must die, I would rather they die in comfort.
Oh.
In any event, it is done.
Mm-hmm. You set us both up.
So you let us do your dirty work.
The mistake was yours to fix, Inquisitor.
What about the Illuvians?
You control the Illuvians now?
Yes. You remember Briala from Halam Shiral? For a time, she controlled part of the labyrinth. One of my agents was supposed to take it from her, but he did not succeed. I had to override the magic personally. The Qunari stumbled upon this section independently. With them gone, the Illuvians are now mine.
What about the Mock?
There's still the matter of the anchor. It's getting worse.
Yes, I'm sorry. And we are almost out of time. The monk will eventually kill you. Drawing you here gave me the chance to save you. At least for now.
I can't let you do this.
If I live, I'm coming to stop you.
I know. Take my hand.
Revas, why are you doing that?
I'm sorry. Live well, while time remains.
Something must be done, but we cannot lose the Inquisition now. We stand on the brink of war with the Qunari.
Game?
Yes, because this
Game?
Solas provoked them in the first place.
The
Game?
Inquisition did not cause this threat. We informed the Summit of the danger.
The danger posed by Qunari spies inside your organization.
Without our organization, none of us would be here to complain.
No one has forgotten what you have done. But Corypheus is 2 years dead.
If the Inquisition is to continue, it must do so as a legitimate organization.
Oh
not
my
a
god, our arm
glorified
is gone.
mercenary band.
Inquisitor.
Serve the divine. We will keep the peace. We need more oversight. Solve this ourselves. Work is done. Well, our arm is fucking gone, but we'll solve this ourselves.
You all know what this is. A writ from Divine Justinia authorizing the formation of the Inquisition. We pledge to close the breach, find those responsible, and restore order. With or without anyone's approval.
Yeah,
It wasn't a
Cassandra.
formally authorized treaty that saved Ferelden's people. It wasn't careful diplomacy that ended your inane civil war. It was never about the organization. It was about people doing what was necessary. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a world to save. Again. Effective immediately. The Inquisition is disbanded.
Revas did a fucking mic drop! Wait, he wrote her another book? Aww. Why are we out of focus? Focus. Fix the focus on the camera. Okay. Oh, damn. Sachet, girl? Sorry. Cullen, where's your dog? I need a cuddle. Thanks for coming back for me, babe. In short order, the Inquisition was disbanded. Some were relieved to see the unpredictable organization dismantled. Others preferred to remember the Inquisition's good works and the many lives it had saved. Those who had served returned to their former lives, knowing they had stopped a great evil from destroying the world. And hoping that the peace for which they had fought remained once the Inquisition was gone. With the dragon's breath disrupted and any hope of a swift victory dashed, the Qunari retreated back to the north. Few knew what debates were waged in Parvolan, but not long after the Exalted Council, the Qunari launched new attacks against Tevinter. Their aggression caught the already unstable Imperium off guard. Tevinter was soon mired in a war many feared would spread across Thedas. Could spread across Thedas. Cassandra continued her reign as Divine Victoria, working to ensure that the Inquisition's disbanding did not allow new enemies to rise. Her efforts were successful, and, for a time, southern Thedas saw peace. Cassandra also spent time in the Hunterhorn Mountains north of Orlais, where she worked to rebuild the Seekers. For a time, the new Seekers remained reclusive, showing no interest in worldly affairs and working to a purpose few outside their order could guess. Some believed that the end of the Inquisition, as it had been, heralded the destruction of the fledgling College of Enchanters. Having clashed with the Circle, the college now found itself without support against the newly elected Grand Enchanter, Vivienne. Fortunately, Grand Enchanter Vivienne grudgingly agreed not to destroy its terrified leaders as a personal favor to Divine Victoria. Oh shit. The two institutions settled into an uneasy coexistence across the south, vying for power. Leliana continued to act as the Inquisition's spymaster in its final months as an independent organization. During this time, she shared many of her responsibilities with her most trusted agents, including Charter, Rector, and Harding. Bleh. Come on, mouth. Let's work. Many believed that Leliana feared what lay on the horizon and was grooming successors in anticipation of the challenges ahead. Leliana continued her romantic affair with the hero of Ferelden, even though their respective responsibilities often kept the two women apart. Whenever she could spare the time, Leliana would join her love at a villa on the waking sea, the house from Leliana's childhood. Those days were deeply cherished, for both saw the troubles that were to come. With the Inquisition disbanded, Sarah joined the Inquisitor in officially retiring from scaring people in high places. Is that... do I have a... By formal account and agreement, both would lead boring, safe lives, nowhere special, doing not much at all. I've got a grappling arm! And with that comforting lie, those in power continued their fragile lives as though all were back to normal. Meanwhile, Red Jenny, an entirely separate person not at all collectively embodied by Sarah, the Inquisitor, and countless friends, continued to make a difference, or just have fun, where and when the impulse struck. With frequent visits to her widow, of course. It's so cute! Smiling bees! Ah, I love it. Perhaps most unnerving was Sarah's standing offer to the Divine. When the knobs piss about your life, piss about with your left hand or your right, call on Red Jenny to give him 2 fingers. I love you, Sarah. Varric returned to Kirkwall, where, as Viscount, he resumed his work rebuilding the damaged city infrastructure. Is that Aveline laughing at him? Yes. Awesome. Under his rule, the city-state finally resumed its place as the major trade hub of the Free Marches. I promise I can read you guys. He continued to ignore all mail from both the Merchants Guild and the Prince of Starkhaven. With the Inquisition disbanded, the Bull's Chargers returned to taking jobs throughout Orlais and Ferelden. Fighting demons and clearing out the remains of Venatori forces, the Iron Bull did his part to restore order to Thedas. And on every job, Bull wore the necklace his Kadan had given him, so that no matter how far apart life took them, they would always be together. After the Inquisition disbanded, Cullen retired from active service. Good for you! Oh, good for you, Cullen. He returned to Ferelden, establishing a sanctuary for former Templars on land Divine Victoria granted to him. With his help, many Templars shed their lyrium addiction, and those whose minds were too far gone spent their last days in comfort. Oh, Cullen! And he has a dog! And he promised that, should his friends from the old Inquisition ever need him, his blade would be ready. Dorian returned to Tevinter to take his father's place in the Magisterium. As rumors flew about the Imperium's infighting, Dorian was spoken of often as the voice of resistance against corruption. Along with Magister Meveris Tilani, he formed a group called the Lucerni to restore and redeem Tevinter, a fight many thought hopeless. Those fighting by Magister Pavis's side noted that he kept in constant communication with the Inquisitor via message crystal. Whether for vital information or for moral support, these talks seemed to give Dorian the strength to continue his fight. Tom Rainier was shown mercy when none was deserved, and set on a path of redemption. This gift, so compassionately given, needed to be shared. Freed from his obligations to the Inquisition, Rainier traveled Thedas, giving hope to the condemned and the forgotten. In the deepest prisons and pits of Thedas, he found, if not goodness itself, its potential. By showing faith in those who had none, Rainier lifted them up and made them into something better than they were. With the Inquisition disbanded, Josephine made her farewells and returned to Antiva and her family. Thanks to the Inquisitor's help, the Montiliers were once again permitted to trade in Orlais. The next few years were a busy time, as many ships with the Montilier crest were built and set sail again from Antiva's harbors. Soon, Ravani pirate captains with an ancient feud against Josephine's ancestors took to the seas, determined to rekindle the rivalry. Apart from Josephine's sister Yvette, nearly eloping with the dashing pirate prince on one occasion, Lady Montilier took the development in stride. Because of the romance novel. Okay, yeah, no. Cole took to the road with Meriden, find a new life and a new way to be human. Aww. Wherever Meriden went to sing, people found old pains eased and their hearts made happier, even if they didn't understand why. He's such a good boy. After the events at the Winter Palace, elves left the Inquisition under mysterious circumstances, as did elven servants across Thedas. None could say where they went, but those who believed the Inquisitor's story about Fen'Harel wondered just how large the Dreadwolf's forces were. And what the ancient elven rebel had planned. Earned achievement forever marked. Aw, babe.
My agents have found nothing. With the Illuvians, he could be anywhere.
With the Inquisition officially disbanded, we have no army, no formal alliances.
We have what we truly need.
We will need to be careful.
Solus knows everything about us. Who we are, how we work, our strengths, and weaknesses.
Then we find people he doesn't know. We will stop Solus by any means necessary.
Yes! Oh, so good. God. So, while this is going, a while ago, I had a friend, and he and I had this theory that the first elves were spirits. And Solus says he was Solus first. And in Elven, Solus means pride. And in wolf form, Fen'Harel is said to have multiple eyes. You know, like a pride demon. Anyway, our running theory was that Solus is actually a pride demon in elven form. I love this game. I really love this game. And even though Solus pisses me off so fucking much, I can't wait to see what's going on in Dragon Age 4. but no, seriously, he makes me so angry. As if the only thing that separates him from Corypheus is that Corypheus would have enjoyed destroying the world. God, I hate him. What a fucking schmuck. I mean, honestly. Fucking honestly.
What is this? A new book? All this shit is weird. Oh, Varric, that is a terrible title. What are you even thinking?
Oh God, I love it.
The sky churned like a rolling sea on a dark and stormy night, centered on a gaping hole that led to the arse end of nowhere. A hole that spit up many things that day. Comets, demons, and a whole lot of trouble. It's about the Inquisition.
I love it. I love her excited gasp.
The din of the tavern cut the silence like it owed the carter money. In the middle, in her element, Red Jenny. She looked me up and down, mostly down. Not playing, weirdy, she said, gesturing with and dismissively eating a sandwich. Don't write that. Seriously, piss up a rope. Sarah made the subtext text, which suited me fine. The cold enchanter swirled into the room like a drop of beautiful poison spreading in a wineglass. She sized me up with a glance. I'm so glad you made it, my dear, she said. I am Madame de Fair, the most terrifying person you shall ever meet. Enfolded Alphonse in an embrace as warm as a serpent's kiss. I always knew I could count on your support. The Count did not feel the bite of her poisoned dart until it was too late. Even if it requires your death.
This is so good!
Drops of rain glistened on the griffin medallion grasped tightly in Blackwar's hand. The silverite wings of valor, they mean nothing. He flung the medal to the cold and uncaring ground. You don't know what I've done. You don't know me. So romantic.
Oh, Cassandra!
Cole moved like a shadow that also moved like a knife. A shadow wearing a hat where dreams came to die. It's a riddle, he whispered. A cold riddle that gnaws at your mind, but you'll feel better when it's gone. That makes as much sense as anything Cole says. Do you place your herald above the law, Ambassador? Whose law, my lady? Josephine's eyes glittered like angry opals. The law destroyed by rebellion, by civil war, by poor fiscal management. We are the law. We left our mark on adamant, but the dust hadn't settled, and neither had Harding. I can offer you a drink, if I catch your meaning. If you'd caught my meaning, you'd have offered a double. What is even happening here? The Iron Bull was a great slab of muscle with horns that could hang a tapestry. One eye scanned for threats, while the other hid behind an eye patch like a chantry sister's old sins.
Ooh, I like that.
Come on, he barked, not looking back as he entered. The dancer with the great rack comes on in 5.
Yeah.
That is spot on, actually.
Yeah.
The commander had the look of a Templar who had seen the worst of humanity, yet still had the time to style his hair. This isn't just a war, he said, his gaze steely like a dull blade. It's the only war. Cullen! That's Cullen!
Yes. I should have thought of something to say here, but I don't. I'm enjoying this too much.
The mage wore a class of handsome sneer cultivated by 1,000 years of Tevinter elitism. The name's Dorian, he glared. D-O-R-I-A-N. Spell it right, you marble-headed lump, or it's toad time.
Toad?
A toad? That's hardly credible. The bold elf spun, mage staff crackling like the city after a good man's murder. You're crazy, the Red Templar cried in terror. Moonlight glinted off ears like the knives you never see coming. Better to fade out than burn away. Ugh, Varric. Wait, where am I? I don't... Oh, here it is. The Seeker clutched at my vest, her tears as desperate as they were pitiful. Varric, I was wrong about everything, she sobbed. Could you find it in your noble heart to forgive me? That dwarf, he put me in the book! I'm in the book! I am reading the shit out of this!
To all of you who played Dragon Age Inquisition, who laughed, cried, and reached out on social media, who made fan art and comics and cosplay and jokes, thank you. Dragon Age Inquisition was a labor of love. Without you, it would never have been possible. Your support and your passion touched us deeply. We hope that, in some small way, this game touched you as well. Bear your blade and raise it high, the Dragon Age team. And with that, Dragon Age Inquisition is done. That's it. It's been... It's been a very, very long time. When did we start? When did we even start Origins? Oh, I have to look this up. The cat is crying. Hang on. Where? Yeah, I started in 2020. And, now it's done. Oh my gosh. It's been a fun time, hasn't it? It's been a real good time. I don't quite know what I'm gonna do with myself now. But I'm sure you'll all enjoy it. The next big project probably won't be another trilogy like this one was. This admittedly was probably an ambitious start for my return to Let's Playing. Thank you for watching with me. Thank you for being with me this whole time, for watching the episodes, and in the meantime, take care of yourselves. Be safe. And I'll see you in the next Let's Play. Until then, bye-bye.